So over the course of about a month, we've doubled our family size from 2 to 4. First there was Freya, who has been a wild addition to our pack. And now, with Dana pregnant, we've entered into uncharted waters, so to speak. Everything feels a little more chaotic and messy. There's sand and puppy hair all over our off-grid cottage, and as our little pup grows, she's inventing ways to get into ever more trouble. But the madness also brings with it a level of beauty and purpose unlike anything I've experienced before. And now, all the little mundane moments of life feel way more fun. It's almost like we forgot at times that in addition to the growth and the grit, it doesn't hurt for life to be a little fun as well.
You got it, girl.
Good girl, Fred.
Yay!
Good girl.
Good girl.
Back on.
Treat.
Good girl. Good girl. Good. Lifting. Don't jump out, okay?
Sit. Good. Good morning. We are headed to the beach now. We've been going to the beach in the mornings quite regularly because Lee's been surfing, and we figured out it is an incredible place to take the puppy and socialize her there. I get to meet a bunch of people. She gets to meet dogs, which has been absolutely hilarious and adorable. She's still figuring out how to play with dogs and which dogs actually want to play with her because she's a rambunctious puppy, and there's plenty of old dogs who are just really not interested. But I just wanted to say thank you so much for all of the well wishes on the pregnancy. The light is a little crazy now. The sun's coming up. It's 7:45. But we are really I can't explain how excited we are about this little baby. And it feels so real. Now that you guys know, and that was something that we really wanted to share, but obviously it's nice to, soak it all in a little bit on our own and then share when we're ready. So yeah, tomorrow begins the second trimester, and I feel this pregnancy has made me feel two things mainly. One of them is introspective. I've been thinking a lot more about what kind of life that we want to live and who we want to be and what kind of family do we want to have, all of those kind of things. And it's also made me so sleepy. I already love sleep. And I don't know if it's a combination of having the puppy too, who's just so full on, but the amount of sleep that I'm needing right now is comical. I take a nap every day, and thankfully this guy has been pulling his weight because it's we go to the beach and I walk her for a couple hours, Lou's out surfing, and it's a long drive for us to get to the beach from our house in the jungle. So we get back and I am so spent, I just have to lay down. I can't do anything. So it's been kind of hilarious trying to figure out how to honor my body and also still participate in life. But I think I'm getting a balance. But the introspective part is really fun, and I think it's like kind of the early stages of nesting and just figuring out, like, you know, we're in this new place, we're figuring out a new life, and we have a lot of new things, you know, like the baby and a puppy.
Just a casual 1 hour commute to the beach.
That was the munchkin.
She's fierce.
Hello. Time to play. Woo! And we're out. Off to the races. So we're back from the beach. Lou had a really nice surf, hopefully. I'm not exactly sure because I didn't see any of it because I was like so in Freya land. We found one dog first that Lou was nice enough to get a few shots of, and then when he went surfing, I was too chicken to film on my own, but she met 5 dogs and like played with them, and it was so cute, and like actually like started getting dog cues a little bit more, and I feel like it was nice because the dogs weren't too old, so they actually had some like puppy energy for her, and apparently a couple of those dogs like to swim, so we even made a puppy play date to go for a swim soon. So like it's not only nice for her, it's like nice for me too. Like I got to meet so many people, and I don't know, having a dog is such an easy way to meet new people if you're like new to a place. Not a reason to get a dog, but definitely like a perk of having a dog is like it gets you out of the house and it gets you like talking to people, especially at least with Freya because she's so cute and everybody wants to say hi. And oh my gosh, the best moment of the whole thing, we were like by these tennis courts and there was a guy playing and she literally just sat and watched him play like as if it was a tennis match, you know, when people like turn their head back and forth. She just sat there and watched him play, and then he ended up like throwing a ball over to give it to her so that she could play with it. It was just like a really precious, adorable moment. So now we're on to something I've been meaning to do for so many months now, and that is get a library card. So fingers crossed the library's open and we can go in. I have my vaccine card, so I think you need that. I just called the library hotline, and apparently you need that, but I'm not sure what other like proof of address and stuff like that you need to get in. So hopefully I can get a library card, get some books out, because I just feel like having physical books will make it so much more fun. And yeah, that's about it. Did you have a nice surf?
Yeah, that's really good.
Yeah? Did you get the GoPro on?
Yeah, I got one shot of actually catching a wave.
That's awesome. I feel like I would love to go swimming today, so maybe after the library, I have my bathing suit on, so that would be so nice and refreshing, and maybe we can even convince her to go in.
What did you get?
Lots of good stuff. I'll show you.
Yeah?
Yeah. Hi,
We missed you.
I know, I took a little long in there.
Very long time.
Look at how cool my card is, though. It works anywhere in the state, so that's cool. And this is a list of all the Maui libraries. And they have a whole Hawaii section. So I got this. It's like a history book.
Nice.
I got us this.
Wow.
Really gorgeous like photos in here of lots of different plant life so that we can learn. Also, since we have mushrooms growing on the side of our little garden, I thought that'd be fun to learn what mushrooms are even here. And then I got this. You know the Somewhere Over the Rainbow?
Uh-huh.
That's this guy.
Wow.
So I got this. And then I got a little living the farm sanctuary life. You know, why not? It's got recipes and information on cute little animals.
Cool.
So that was that. I tried to be fast, but I know that took a long time. You gonna survive?
Yeah, I think we should probably take our girl swimming or something. She's hot.
I'm hot too, so swimming sounds beautiful. How cute is this? Good girl. Good girl. I missed you.
Beach time.
Okay.
To tell me it's all in my head. Don't say it's all in my head. To tell me it's all in my head. Don't say it's all in my head.
Hey, stay in the tub. Stay in the tub, girl.
It's okay.
I know. Oh, you got sand everywhere.
Wait.
Oh,
I know.
you did a good job.
Good girl.
Shake it out. Shake it out. Yeah, now you probably want to attack me. Fair point. Wow, that's nasty.
Fired his fears immediately.
And this bread. Thank you for this.
It's a little better than last time.
It's so much better. Do you see the air bubbles in there?
Yeah.
The height? Literally last time it was like slime.
Oh!
Wow, it's incredible. I'm so impressed.
Be good, my little ones.
Moment of truth. Wow.
Hey!
Wow. Oh my gosh, look at that.
That's pretty good. Let's get it on the cooling.
Yeah, be careful. Wow. That is seriously better.
That's an improvement.
That's definitely an improvement, babe. Wow.
Not bad.
That's incredible.
Wow.
That's bread. So today is the first day of my second trimester, and it feels like really special. I feel like the more it's progressing, the more real it's all feeling, and yeah, I'm really starting to like connect with the little baby, and it's just so crazy. I want to see how the growing bump is doing. So it's not that big yet, but feels like it's happening. But today should be a really nice, good creative day. That's like what I'm feeling. I do need to do a little bit of house tidying. We're working with the puppy, with Freya, on having her not go into our bed. We just don't want her in our bed. But she's a puppy and she jumps on everything and is very excited. And we just live in one room, so it's kind of impossible to make her not go on things quite yet. So our sheets are covered in puppy fur because she's shedding her puppy coat and getting her real fur right now. So I need to put the sheets in the laundry, some other laundry to do, tidy the kitchen. I'm also helping Lou. He's been making the most incredible sourdough. It's like the best thing ever for me because I feel like I was craving bread so much. And this is one he made the other day. Like, this needs to get in focus. Look at this bread. It smells so good. So that's amazing. And he's making some more bread today because we're going over to our friends tomorrow. So he wanted to bring some bread with him because it's like the perfect gift. And the more he bakes, the more he's learning. But this round he's doing with olives in it, which is going to be so good. But it needs so much, the baking of sourdough needs so much attention. So every half hour, I'm like folding it for him for a few hours, and then it switches to an hour. Every hour you fold it, and then it needs to rest, and then he'll proper shape it. It's a whole thing. So I'm going to bring in the laundry, put that away, put the other laundry in, do the bread stuff. But then I want to keep going with my little journaling project. This is how the one turned out yesterday. So fun. So I think I can't decide if I should keep going with Iz. If you guys haven't listened to his music, you really should. It's so incredible. And it's really inspiring because I'm learning to play the ukulele inch by inch. I actually had my first ukulele lesson this week.
Do that, yeah. Together.
Yeah.
You feel that little bit of oscillation? Okay, so this is the other sense we use with music. We're using hearing, but we're also using feeling. Okay, and so if you feel an oscillation, these two strings, if they were perfectly in tune together, there would be no oscillation. It would just be one sound, like a yeah, instead of a yeah, just like that. And the further out of tune you go, the faster that yeah goes, you know. And then in tune it's then it becomes one sound.
Really trying, like, I think that's what I was like getting at a little bit yesterday, but I didn't get to talk about it very much. But one of the parts that like I feel like being pregnant has made me really think about is like, what kind of life do we want to be living? And like that is obviously something Lou and I think about so much. We have like, you know, dedicated ourselves to doing creative things with our job and with our life and living in all sorts of weird spaces. But it's like that feeling of like true alignment that like I'm in touch with like who and what and where I want to be and how I want to feel. And for me, one of the best things about being in one place and like having a house and not constantly being on the move, is that I can explore my creativity with a lot more energy, because when you're like doing all, like living in the van or living in the boat, like so much of the energy goes to exploring, which is so amazing, and like seeing new places. And that was a really beautiful, amazing chapter of our life. But now that we're like in one place, I'm like, wait a minute. Like at first it was like crazy, you know, you get settled somewhere, we got the puppy, but now as we're trying to like find we are finding like our rhythm, we're starting to like have a few friends, all that good stuff, get settled. I'm like, okay, like what does like life look like if it's not about like where are we going next, or like what's the next like project kind of thing? Because, you know, we're renting this house, so there's not like tons of projects that we can do on it. And that's like, I feel like what Lou and I are all about is like, for the last, like 4 or 5 years, we've been like a very project oriented couple, like either working on the van or working on the boat or things like that. And so here it's like, we've got the garden, but gardens only take so much time. And then we would love to set up a homestead one day, but like, we're just not at that stage of life quite yet. So I'm like, in the meantime, we need to like really develop all these other skills so that we feel like we're still growing and exploring and like expanding our creative life, but like in one place. So that's been a challenge, but one that I'm super excited to like really dive into now. And weirdly, like getting a library card like feels like, and this week it was like the library card. Lou's been surfing a ton, so like that's amazing for him. And then also I got my, I already have to, geez Louise, half an hour goes so fast. Okay, I'm gonna finish this little chat and then, well, 1 second. Let's go fold the bread. Get out of there, flies. Okay. Hope I'm doing this right. I think I'm supposed to do that. Okay. Whoa. Wow. It didn't feel like it collapsed even though it got stuck.
Yeah.
That was really good.